Can 100 women find the highest IQ? I love these because then I get to participate while watching.
Can they figure out who ranked the highest? Welcome to the one. It's time for the first round. So we need the 10 people who believe they have the lowest IQ to leave. When you decide to leave, please exit by pressing the counter and then stepping aside.
Woman.
Your time starts now.
Oh, I'm down. I'm out of here.
The reason I left first is because I knew like one question on that test. So I graduated when I was 16. That is smart, but I also looked up the
Kitty,
answers.
thank you for subbing.
I feel like I'm more of a creative person than
I love a good bleached brow.
Smart. I've never been that bright in the book.
I was like about to speak. Boom, just a bunch of people left. I was like, oh shoot, well, guess I'll stick around for a while, see what's going on.
It was really kind of upsetting to see that so many women were so quick to kind of dismiss their own abilities and their own capabilities and to leave immediately. But I know what it feels like to be in that position where you just feel like you aren't capable, even though deep down you are.
Well, sorry. I feel bad laughing at that, but I'm just a giggler. I laugh at everything, okay? Don't read into it. Let me tell you what I'm giggling at. I know she was speaking on her perspective in particular and trying to uplift other women, and I respect that. I appreciate that. However, I don't think it has to be viewed so negatively. If someone's like, you know what, my strength is maybe not my intelligence, and I'm okay with that, deuces, then it's okay. Maybe they don't care to hit the books. And that's fine. It doesn't mean that they're going, I'm an idiot. The point here is, do you think you're the smartest in the room? That's different than being like, I'm the dumbest, if that makes sense.
Well, that's the fastest that's ever gone.
Maybe they just know themselves well.
Let's move on to the next round. Welcome to round 2. We're asking you to leave if you believe you're ranked 50 and below. You have 5 minutes for 40 people to leave. Your time starts now.
Growing up, like I always thought of myself to be
They have to
intelligent, but
vote
like I was
each
a
other
B+
out?
student. Like I never had like a 4.0 or whatever, and like I even didn't really do well on tests. Yeah. Have you heard that statistic, right? Like if like applying for the same job, like it's much higher that the man will apply with less qualifications than a woman who's overly qualified to apply for the same job.
And then the man will like exaggerate what he's like gonna be able to do. Yeah.
I work in the medical field and it's predominantly male, and they often look down upon like.
Okay, but in my opinion, an intelligent person, if they're like, I never even had a 4.0, and we're trying to find the smartest person in the room, you probably leave, no? It's not a bad thing. Thank you for the suggestion.
Female doctors. Yeah, because in nursing, guess what? It's women, but it gets just higher up. It's men. So it's like we have to prove ourselves more intelligence-wise, even though like a lot of men know that we're smart in a sense. It's like, want to accept it. Yeah, men are like the ones who kind of predominantly take the field, and I wonder.
Am I the only one who's confused by why they're talking about men? I mean, slay ladies, you could talk about men if you want, but if we were trying to figure out who's the smartest person, I would literally bring a group of people and be like, multiplication table, go.
We got scores our whole life. Like we have a number in our head because they kept telling us our grades.
I think test still doesn't even tell you if you understand the concept. It tells you how good of a test taker you are.
I know.
How good you were at memorizing the material, but it doesn't necessarily measure how much you understood the material.
Right. So I feel like a lot of people are going to underestimate themselves and sort of value the wrong thing and leave for that reason.
But IQ tests,
ironically, I think probably a lot of people left at the beginning
decently correlated with like a typical school test,
and they should have stuck around. I grew up I
don't think if you don't have a super high IQ, that doesn't mean you're intelligent. I think you can be intelligent in a lot of ways, but I do think there's a correlation between
the way I defined myself, and I think it
IQ
ended
and
up being how I valued myself
scores
growing
in
up.
school.
I was valedictorian and got really high grades, and then went to college and did the same thing. And moving from a very achievement-based field into acting, the arts, which is so completely out of left field in terms of achievement-based, was a really hard pivot for me. It's honestly been a really important shift for me as an individual because I can no longer place value in something that I would get a number for.
Yeah. I would say that anyone that's leaving, now that I'm talking, which might be me, a little more emotionally, like confident in their emotional intelligence.
It's tough because emotional intelligence is still intelligence.
Yeah,
like,
but it's not like
street smart is
math
still-
problem.
But they're talking about just IQ right
Yeah,
now.
so
Yeah,
based
I
off
guess.
of like this actual experiment, I guess like whoever should leave is like who feels like they didn't do the best on the actual test because that's what we're ranking. So I think
I'm with her.
I had a teacher.
I feel like they're
pretty much call me out and call
overcomplicating
me
it.
stupid in front of the whole class, and that devastated
I feel like that should be illegal.
me because from home I had all.
How many of you guys have school trauma, like teacher trauma? Let me rephrase, teacher trauma, where you remember some shit that a teacher said that heavily impacted you. You hear it so much in songs, to be honest, which I think is funny. You know, like they'll call out a teacher that said some shit and then they're like, look at me now, bitch. But yeah, it goes to show how common it is, which really sucks because like a young person's mind is so fragile and developing and easily influenced, especially by a figure of authority. Like, how dare you?
All this love and support, but when I was outside in the real world,
Her
somebody
hair looks amazing.
pretty
by the
much
way.
told me that I was dumb, and that really I took it to heart back then, and it really made me insecure about my intelligence.
Okay, everyone, we have 2 minutes left. 40 people will need to leave during that time.
Damn. I mean, like, why not? Once we get the top 10,
She's staying.
they're definitely at the club.
Sorry, mom and dad, if you see this. I didn't have parents that are educated, and I feel like I have always been a little bit slower to learn, you know? So
I love the way she said that. I've always been a little bit slower to learn, you know?
like, I had a hard time, but it's no big deal.
Respect! It is no big deal.
You rank out of 100 people, one of the...
I am gonna guess 100 is the lowest. I'm gonna guess she actually ranked like 40. Because there is a level of self-awareness that she had, or like around 30, 40 to be honest. Because there's a level of self-awareness she has that requires a decent amount of intelligence. Oh my god, Cutie should do this with streamers.
I already saw it. Oh man. Okay.
60,
I'm
40,
just gonna
50,
open it because I think that this will be comedy.
Comedy?
Oh my god. Bro, I can't even, can't do a test, can't open an envelope. So I got my score. You know.
You know, I think actually I'm the idiot here. Like, why am I so stupidly optimistic? I was really rooting for her.
You know what? That's not the lowest though.
That's true.
Dude, I only answered 2 questions. And that's not the lowest. So I don't know which one of you. Thank you so much.
I didn't really grow up in like the U.S. education system. In general, I like to consider myself an intelligent person in different ways, but when it comes to U.S. standardized testing, I think being honest with myself, there is a gap in the way that I was taught versus
She's
how
so eloquent.
education is taught here. And on that note, I think I should politely exit. But
what? I want to hear more from her.
I think I'm gonna exit too because I feel like for me, the definition of being intelligent is just so skewed by society, which obviously I know I'm intelligent in many ways, but I know I'm good.
Oh, now I understand. They're almost like trying to preface why they might still feel like they're intelligent, but they're leaving because it might not translate within the test. You stay. Oh, I'm
So
sad. I
left
want to
what
know her
did
score.
because I know for a fact I'm very self-aware, and I know out of
Guys, do I roast someone in chat? Tell me right now. Tell me right now. You can say no. It's okay. You guys probably get tired of me shitting on others. But they deserve it. Yes, because I saw it. Okay, good. Lots of flat-chested girls. There's at least one little dinky guy. I'll tell you that much. Like, who makes an observation like this? Done I. Got a flat-headed brain. That's even better, dude. That's good. I wish I came up with that.
100 people, I'm not gonna be number one.
Oh. 60.
I'm gonna open it
Ish.
because YOLO, and why not? Like,
I
I know
respect it.
that it's not gonna be a very great number.
70. 60. It's good.
What?
It's a good number.
This is not. Are you serious?
I fucking told you guys. I was like, please don't leave. I could just tell by her rhetoric and her tone. I was like, you a smart motherfucker. No. Her hair knows all. There's so much knowledge in this hair. How dare you underestimate yourself?
That's crazy. I don't believe this.
I hope she takes it as a sign to be more confident. Don't cry. I'm gonna cry.
And also, like, this is kind of cute because 10 is actually my lucky number.
Casey thinks we're gifting a sub.
I
Thank you,
feel
Yaza.
very shocked.
Welcome back.
But also proud of myself.
Yeah.
I feel content.
I'm not gonna lie, I tried really hard.
Okay, now I'm confused. It's like, do I believe them when they say that they think they scored badly, or do I not believe them? You know what? I just don't. I just maybe make an opinion irregardless of what other people think. Wow. That's not something I'm used to with the amount of social media that I consume.
Yeah. I'm a biology and applied mathematics. I want to go into environmental conservation. So, like, I want to go for my PhD and, like, do that kind of stuff. You know,
I know everybody probably thinks she's gonna be top 10, but imagine she's not.
But yeah, you know,
Are you
Like, it would make sense, but then, you know, plot twist. Maybe she's not.
I believe that majority of people do believe I'm smart from the way I talk. The energy that I put off is a thing that just knows about a lot of things, even if I don't know it. With the specifically an IQ
So, like,
test, I
confident.
know that there are a lot more intelligent women in this room that have put more effort into learning these types of things.
Okay.
I am going to open
60 to
this
40?
envelope, but I'm not determining this for anything. No, this is not, I did
70?
not. No, I don't. No, this is no.
Bitch, what the fuck? Bitch, what? And she walked up like, now I'm mad. Look.
Are you
She heard her talking about STEM and she said, gotta go, bitch. And just dipped. Without even saying anything.
believe that
You're third. Wow.
majority of
I'm sad.
things in the arts, like acting and drama, I have not ever been like, the math part was so hard also. I did try. I tried very hard on this test, but I
Glad you
would
tried.
never in a million years,
Wow.
3, I would never,
I'm proud
no.
of her.
So the test, I don't feel like it was a really good.
So I guess a lot of people overestimate themselves and a lot of people underestimate themselves.
Analysis of my intelligence because I was taking it on my phone that had 3%.
Wait a second. The questions were on a Google form and we were able to Google the questions if we wanted to. Were you in this? Poki, I was in the video. Let me tell you the tea. Ah! When we were filming this video, everyone had an ego and forgot the ranking is based on the IQ test we took 15 minutes before filming. Yes, filming this was so frustrating because the highest IQ is based on the test we took 10 minutes before filming. We were literally told to just yap to fill in time during the video. Oh, that's why y'all started talking about random shit. The IQ test we were told to take was on a Google form. It was crazy. Did you see anybody Googling the answers? I'm so curious. And did you Google the answers? You can be honest. It's over. Yes, I'm in the top 10 in the happiest video coming out soon. Okay. Oh, I'm gonna watch that too. Wow. Insider scoop. Did you see people please tell me. Oh, yes, my entire table Googled questions. Well, that sucks. Now it feels so inaccurate. Maybe that's why they're all like, oh my god, no way I got third. Googled everything.
For IQ tests, as much as people like to say they're not important, they are, because it kind of gauges where we can go in society. Because, I mean, you don't want a brain surgeon, you know, being really good at art and awful at math. I mean, that.
I'm inclined to disagree slightly. I think there is a bit of correlation between how applicable a high IQ is to certain jobs, but I don't think it should be idolized so much in that way, yes. Or creating a correlation where art equals low IQ and brain surgeon equals high IQ. You know what I mean?
That wouldn't really make any sense. So I think it's important to a degree based off of what you as a person want to go into.
Your
Not the
artistic
SATs, though,
capability
no.
can
That's-
also be important to a degree if you want to be an
I
artist.
think guys care more about IQ than women do. I've never cared.
Also, there's times in my life where I felt like I was really smart because of the environment.
Imagine going on a date with a dude and he's like, "What's your IQ?" And you're like, "I don't know. I don't remember." Just whips out a test.
And then like especially, I definitely
Why can I
feel
see
like
that happening?
Stupidest person in the room many times, but I feel like
Genuinely.
always get smarter. So I'd rather
Yeah.
be stupider and be getting.
No, okay, but don't call yourself stupid because you're not. Like, you know what it is?
But I'm not really worried about my. You know what I mean? Like,
Yes,
I know I got
you
whatever
don't
I
have to prove
need
it.
to, like, so.
I get that. I wouldn't consider myself to be a very emotional person, but I get really emotional around like girls in general. I feel like I just feel really supported in this group, and I also feel girls tend to downplay their intelligence anyway. It says a lot about women just trying to be humble, and I think humility is a good thing, but I also think it's good to be forward with your gifts, you know?
Because you guys aren't leaving, I have to pair you up and you have to decide between each other.
Is this fucking Squid Games? Like, can you do something simpler? Why are you making... Wait a second! Why are we pitting women against each other here? Make them do a math test or something. Why are you making them be like, "You're dumber, you should leave"? That's not fun.
Okay, so you two, you two, you two, you two, 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 and two. Now that you guys are in pairs, you can either leave together or one of you must leave.
Oh, shoot.
Oh. Are you sense confident?
I have an envelope here with your score.
Oh, it's gonna be high.
I feel like high school and college me would just die to know this number. I think I've done so much personal growth at this point that I honestly don't give a f. I really don't. This isn't a mark of my value as a human being. It doesn't define how I treat other people, and especially being a creative, it doesn't have any impact on my ability to share with the world my talent, which is acting. So I'm gonna choose.
I do think it's very funny that you share with the world my talent, which is acting.
Choose not to open it.
What?
One person from that pair.
Respectfully, I'm gonna dock you a point on your acting skills, because if you are an actor, you know that your goal is to entertain the masses, and I am not entertained. I am not entertained by you deciding not to open it. -1 GTARP.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's just one more person.
Dissatisfying.
I could leave. It's up to you. I couldn't. Are you sure? Enjoy. Enjoy. Oh, that's it. My partner made the choice and was like, "Hey, if you want to stay, you can. If not, I'll stay." So they ended up leaving, which I kind of wish they stayed.
Wow.
I felt that my partner was more enthusiastic. I felt like she had something to show and talk about, so I just let her do her thing.
I don't know if enthusiasm correlates to... Oh, well, I think she's just trying to be nice for the
I was going to leave before
video.
the top 10, to be honest, and the only reason I stayed was because people were telling me to stay. I think...
She wanted to stay.
Friends are great motivators, and I've made a lot of friends here today.
You guys are the 10 that believe you have the highest IQ in the entire room, but we still need to narrow it down to just one person. You guys have 2 minutes to nominate who you want to be the one.
Why don't we go around and say why we think it's us? Does anyone want to start first?
Yes. You want to start?
Okay. I'm open to the idea of it being somebody else. I believe I have an over average IQ, so I'm actually planning on going to law school because I think I'm very structured with my analytical skills.
So that's why I advocated for myself to kind of be one of the top 10.
I'm going to say this right now. I think 4 to 5 of them
school and optometry school. So every school I've
are actually not in the top.
Program I applied to, I've gotten in. I really love to read. I'm an avid reader. So I average about 380 books per year.
Because I think people really either overestimate themselves or underestimate themselves.
That's me out.
I thoroughly enjoy cognitive skills activities, and that's a strength of mine.
I hope she's top 10. I like her.
Early from my university, and I began a graduate program. I dropped out because TikTok, but that was a valid opportunity. That was an intelligent decision in my opinion.
I agree.
Oh my God. You know what?
I graduated early from my university, and I began a graduate program. I dropped out because cognitive skills activities, and that's a strength of mine.
She's a crypto bro? Wait, actually, or are you just saying that?
My university, and I began a graduate program.
I figured she would do like hair makeup.
But that was a valid opportunity. I think Trump's going to lose the election, refuse to leave office, and incite massive uprisings. As I've mentioned in videos past, Biden's astrology looks more straightforward into getting authority, but Kamala Harris's extremely auspicious next decade is what sold me on predicting the Biden-Harris ticket winning. However, Trump has such shit show alignments this November, December. And even the new moon on October 16th looks like a certain amount of win for him, like at the cost of others, especially could be Amy Coney Barrett getting nominated. And the eclipse on November 30th is falling into Joe Biden's first house of self. Every presidential candidate that has won in the past few cycles has had eclipses falling in their first house.
I think this was a meme. Or maybe it's not. But apparently she ended up being really accurate.
If you were not already aware, tonight is the lunar eclipse in Libra.
Oh, it wasn't a meme.
So at around 9 p.m. Pacific and midnight Eastern time, the sun will be opposite the moon, starting off our eclipse season with a huge letting go, or chapter ending in relationships, or being close with others, or something social going on in your life. So if you feel like you are distancing yourself, cutting people off, or removing...
Listen, I don't know much about astrology, but I love her aesthetic.
There's a full moon in Virgo on February 24th, and it's all about...
I'm curious how much money you can make doing astrology like this on TikTok, because it's a lot of videos. I think she basically does one for every sign, right?
Capricorn placements, Capricorn sun, moon rising, you are officially done with being slaughtered by the universe over the past 15 years. Pluto was in Capricorn from 2008 to this year, and it just entered Aquarius, where it will be for the...
Anyways, interesting. I know TikTok doesn't pay well. That's why I'm, she said that she dropped out for TikTok, but maybe she's able, maybe she does other things. Oh, she making money. I do love that she still does astrology though. Also so funny to see her closet thingy is all red. Okay, sorry, I love the little deep dives. Do you guys mind? I think it adds a layer of interest to the video. Oh my god, yeah, it's like April Fools. True.
That was an intelligent decision in my opinion.
Oh my god, you know what? The situation. I don't know, but I will say I know like random facts. I have ADHD, so it's kind of like I forget stuff and then stuff comes back aggressively. So book smarts, I don't know about that, but like anime, comic books, cartoons, arts, crafts. Oh, I know everything about that. But yeah,
I'm from Vietnam, and I was raised in a family where my parents didn't go to college. I tried my best to learn English. I came here like 8 years ago.
I like her accent, but her voice sounds a little sad.
So in terms of intelligence, I feel like you also have to put a lot of hard work and have like a big autonomy. The thing, like, you can do it. I'm just advocating for myself, but I think I have chosen who I think would be the smartest too.
My little anecdote is that I started doing this thing. I came up with like a function, like a math problem function that I just did for like a grounding exercise. And I started like telling it to people I went on dates with. So now it's like this running joke with like my friends and stuff that I'll give them the function on the first date or afterwards, and then they have to like solve it to go on a date, the second date. But it's not about solving it. That's like, it's just like I like to see how they like think about it and how creative they are and if they have fun. And
I feel bad because I love all women. But if a guy ever did this shit to me, I want to say I would block his number, but it depends how it came up. I like me a little bit of math. But if he was like, hey, I need you to solve this in order for us to go on the second date. Otherwise, I'm going to think you're an idiot. But if we're hanging out, I don't know, we're playing board games, we start talking about derivatives, and he's like, if you solve this, I'll take you shopping next date. Oh, I'm solving that equation. At least that's cute. That's cute. It's not, I give this function to every single date of mine, and if you don't solve it, you're not good enough for me. It depends how.
The dialect. So,
but she does seem to have a positive attitude.
I guess that's not really.
So I assume she's not like really mean.
A big reason that I'm here is because my friends and the friends that I've made here have been pushing me to stay, like encouraging me, like you are smart enough, you are good enough, and it's really awesome to have like women encouraging other women to stick around and stay.
True.
I'm really proud of my capabilities that I have. It's not necessarily like a competition of like what I do and what I don't do. I'm just really proud of like how far I've come in my own academic journey, and like whether I'm the smartest person or not, like it doesn't really matter to me. I'm just like proud of my own progress and proud of my own capabilities. So I'd say that.
Math with no riz equals bad. Math with riz equals good. Yes.
Hello. I know academics isn't
By the
all
way,
of
your
it.
house now is so
I've
proud
been in
of you.
honors for like middle school,
Merci,
high school,
sis.
college. I've
Je
gone
vais jamais
scholarships,
oublier
many
ton
awards. I
support
plan on
quand
going to law
j'étais
school, which is like
juste
very rigorous
en
and stuff.
université. Merci beaucoup.
But yeah, I don't know if I'm the one, but I do believe I'm like up there. So yeah.
After hearing everyone's stories,
But I feel like there's only
I
going to be
definitely
like
don't
3
think
or
I am
4
the
out of
one,
them that are
but
maybe
I really
in the
resonate with
top.
what Taylor
Maybe
said.
not the
Being
one,
a woman
but
in
yeah.
STEM, I'm a chemist, and all of my workplaces, even my classes back in
I think the
university,
one is
were
not in this
all
top 10.
male-dominated, and I felt like that always kind of made me feel a level below everyone else in my class. But again, with the support of my friends and my peers, I know that I am smarter than what I think I am.
The big hair
And I
stayed
think
too. I loved
IQ
her.
too, it's a lot about exposure. It's genetics and exposure and like life experiences. I've had so many different jobs in so many different industries, and I've worked amongst so many smart people that I continue to learn from day to day, and that I feel like has a lot to do with it.
A lot of the girls, when they were talking about themselves, started shaking and kind of getting like just nervous, to be honest, that they thought that they might have the highest IQ. It really did. It made me so emotional because I just feel like those girls were really smart, and I wish that they were more confident and honest about that. Yeah, so I actually honestly don't think I have the highest IQ in this circle.
I want them to do this with guys so we can contrast and compare. Because to be fair, I also think some guys will be like, I don't know if it's me, but some guys will be like, well, here are my credentials. And so, yeah, I think I could be the one.
I
It would be so funny to see the side to side.
Intelligence and other ways that I actually view intelligence, and I actually think that the person with the highest IQ in the room may not be the most intelligent anyway. But yeah, I'm working on advocating for myself because at the end of the day, like being grateful for it and using
It's
it
crazy
for
because that's what the women are
something
doing
good
too. No, we
is
haven't
the
really
only way I
seen
can make peace with it.
like a cocky.
All right,
we haven't
hold
seen a
up,
single
hold up,
cocky
hold
woman.
up. Wait a minute. Dang, this is difficult. I have a top 3 right now. Shoot. Compared to everybody else, their achievements, oh my God. I was like, dang, I'm sitting next to 3 people. I'm like, y'all are my top 3. I was like, if I could pick 3 people, oh my God, the people who are next to me, I nominate Desiree.
I don't agree with me, but thank you for the nomination.
I personally think it's Nancy. I think a lot of people were talking about
Guys,
like, how
please
experience really builds you.
stop choking
you
up.
have like a really, really strong
This is not
story
meant
that
to be
kind
a
of,
sad
aligns
video.
with what we all think kind of builds IQ. So I honestly think it might be you.
Something's pulling me towards Sydney.
I'm actually going to vote for Taylor. I think the way that you spoke, just like eloquently, really
brought things together, and it was like, yeah, you seem very intelligent with like the way that you spoke about that. So yeah.
I agree. I think you were very intelligent, but I'm gonna go with Taylor because I think that what you said, I think it's a very like humble perspective for you to be self-aware. Like it's one of those people that's kind of like the background or like the sidekick, but they're super important, you know? And so I think that you need to step into your superhero
Taylor's face
thing,
is like,
and I think,
agree.
You know,
It's
I want
me.
to advocate for you.
Put your cape on.
All right, everyone, it looks like you all voted and have agreed that.
I don't know how to describe the impression I'm getting from Taylor. It's like she wants to seem more humble than she actually is. Which I understand, but do a better job.
That Taylor is nominated to be the one. Everyone else, please leave the group. It's time to find out if Taylor is the one.
She is insecure, dichotomized with confident.
Okay, I'm gonna open it. I don't think that IQ has anything to do with like real intelligence or what I actually value in intelligence, so this number's not
I think she did great.
Mean much. Yeah.
Oh God, but I feel like I'm always wrong.
Okay.
No, I think she did great.
Are you sure?
Oh my God, she did great. I'm the smartest. See, I shouldn't
guess I
put
take it
myself
back.
down either.
So I got 2.
Slage.
Okay, I thought it wouldn't mean much because I actually assumed that I would score really low. So this actually means a lot. I'm so surprised.
Aww,
I'm so surprised I would do this well. I tried really
She
hard
said
on
she's
the test.
emotional.
Actually,
I'm
I
not
thought
gonna
it
tell her
was
not
really
to cry.
hard.
Cry if you want.
Maybe I need to take my own advice about being forward and confident and intelligent. So
yes.
Wait, are you sure that that was my test?
You love to see it.
Wow. Thank you.
Yeah, she's such a cutie. I liked her a lot.
What? Oh,
Good
I'm
vibes.
so excited.
Mama, thank you 2 minutes.
It's my golden
Welcome back.
ticket. Oh my God.
Okay, yeah,
Am
I
I gonna
know.
get
Some of them
chocolate
did
if I
kind of
win this?
cheat, so.
Lord have mercy. Oh my goodness. That's awful. What? Do I have to show it? I'm shook. Oh no. Please hire me. I'm so sorry. I'm very smart. Girl, I thought.
She was giving cocky a little bit. I'm telling you, you're either overconfident or not confident enough. You guys are laughing so much. Her reaction is really funny.
Girl, I can't go outside. I'm not that intelligent. I don't street smart. Oh Lord.
It's just one test and everybody
I need to
cheated.
read more.
You know what? She said she has ADHD. I bet she didn't cheat. I don't know why. I just bet she didn't cheat.
Taylor,
she watches anime. She for sure didn't fucking cheat. You know, not everybody who watches anime. But a lot of girls who watch anime, you know their morals? They're like, I can't do it.
So you please step up on the podium. Okay, so how are you feeling right now?
Really nervous, to be honest. I'm very, very thankful that like people think so highly of me. Like I feel very, very respected in this group of women right now, which is something that I never thought I would say.
If you have more tea, do
but
let
it's
us
definitely
know.
very nerve-wracking.
Do let us know.
Yeah.
It's very tough to hear like so many other like amazing women talking about like how intelligent they are, and to like stand up there and say like, no, I fit in with these other women. So.
Right. Now it's time to see if Taylor is the one. If the light turns green, then Taylor is the one. If the light turns red, then
I'll bet you guys 100 gifted she's not. I don't think she scored low. It's just the odds of them finding the one like this
someone
are like,
else in the crowd. Let's change the light in 3, 2.
I feel like she scored like
1.
30. You guys owe me 100 gifted. I'm kidding. It was a bet on my end. Also, my odds were crazy. Aww, you did so good.
Oh, you killed it. You killed it. I'm so proud.
Oh my God! Don't cry. What? Guys, the odds. The odds of you guys guessing the one person who got number 1 are terrible. It's not something to be sad about. Girl, if I somehow made it up as number 1, I'd be like, well, that's really nice, thank you. But also the odds of it being me are really low, so it's not gonna be me. But thank you. and I'm excited to leave the podium to let someone else on.
You can. It's so out of your comfort zone. I'm not like sad that I'm.
I know it's out of your
like
comfort zone. That'd be so good that you did that though. It's so good.
People voted for me.
There's so many people here that were saying you deserve that. Whether it was you or them.
When it.
I appreciate them uplifting each other. I was just, I'm a little surprised.
Turned red, I was not disappointed. I had a feeling that I wasn't the one. I don't know. I would like to know where I was ranked, but I knew that I wasn't the one, and I kept saying that, but nobody wanted to listen to me when I said
Do you have any tea on Taylor?
Okay.
20? 30? 20? 20, yeah. Ooh,
I'm not unhappy
good.
that I looked at it, but
good.
I think like a big thing that I preach is like comparison is like I think like
is the thief of joy.
Really is the thief of joy.
Slay.
And I find myself like getting caught in comparing myself to other people a lot.
Aww.
And like
I guess that's why
I think it's something
emotional.
I really need to work on is to just like really like do my own thing and be my own person and like not compare myself to how other people are doing. So I'm kind of mad that I just looked at it, but it's nice to know where I stand and nice to know like maybe from like here on out I'm gonna stop trying to compare myself to how others are treating me.
Actually, that's really good takeaway from this.
Off of who I am.
Yeah. Okay, it's time to find out who the one really is. We tabulated everyone's scores, and we found out the one really is Anahit.
Girl, I love women. This is a hard one to sit through. Me right now?
Like shaking.
Yeah. Anahit, can you just tell us how you're feeling? Why did you leave early, and how are you feeling now?
Well, right now I'm shaking. I'm jittering. I don't believe it. I
wonder if
left
she
early
cheated.
because I felt like there's just so many smart women in here, and having conversations with them, like, I just felt, you know, they're just greater. Greater intelligence, greater emotional intelligence, greater life experiences, like, and I just felt that.
You know what? Now that it's near the end of the video, I realize this video concept is stupid because it just promotes people to compare themselves and then realize why it's shitty to compare yourself to anyone else, especially other women. And then realize you shouldn't do that.
You know, I can compare,
The fuck?
but I didn't want to push. I didn't want to do any, you know, put myself on top. But here I am, and I'm
All
still
good,
in
though.
disbelief, and I'm shaking. And I'm grateful for all of you girls. I have so much love for you. I was shocked. I didn't process it at first like that.
Oh yeah, and also inaccurate
because
there was maybe
I don't
some
know,
cheating.
I just didn't really think about it. Like there's chemists and lawyers in the group, and then I'm here as a DJ.
Y'all did a Google
being number
form,
one,
so it's okay.
That's, I don't know. It was shocking.
1, 2, 3. Hey! I knew she would rank highly. Because she wasn't overly confident. Our 10, we love her. Oh, she got 8. I knew she would be up there too. She got 6. Nice. Yeah, I was like, TikTok girls
All right,
probably
everyone.
top 10.
Thank you, Anahit. Thank you, everyone. And thanks so much for watching. We'll see you on the next The One.
We'll see you on the next The One.